Yo, what's up everybody? It's Hamdi. Look, forget everything you think you know about boring vacations. We're not talking beaches and resorts, alright? We're talking about raw, heart-pumping, did that really just happen? Kind of adventures. We're talking about strapping in, pushing limits, and really experiencing the wild heart of America. This isn't your grandma's vacation slideshow, people. This is about getting your hands dirty, feeling the adrenaline surge, and coming back with stories that'll make your friends question if you're even telling the truth. Looking for unique adventures in the US? Here are 7 experiences that will make you feel like the hero of an adventure movie. Let's do this.
All right, first up, we're going deep into the heart of Tennessee. Now, I'm not talking about Nashville and country music, all right? We're talking about places that make you feel like you stepped into a different world. Think dense, ancient forests with trees that stretch into the sky. Imagine caves hidden beneath the earth, echoing with whispers of time. Every step feels like you're uncovering a secret. You can feel the history in the air, in the damp moss, in the light filtering through the leaves. There's a certain eeriness to it too, a kind of quiet that makes you hold your breath. But that's the beauty of it, right? It's that sense of mystery, that feeling of being completely immersed in something unknown. You're not just a tourist here, you're an explorer. You're Indiana Jones on the trail of some long-lost artifact. You're discovering a side of yourself that craves adventure. So pack your hiking boots, grab a flashlight, and get ready to lose yourself in Tennessee's hidden wonders. Trust me, this is one adventure that will stay with you long after you've left the forest.
Next up, we're heading to New Mexico, a land where the past feels as present as the desert sun. But forget Roswell and the aliens, all right? We're on the hunt for something a little more grounded, a little more forgotten. We're talking about abandoned towns, ghost towns frozen in time. Places where the stories are etched into the very walls of crumbling buildings, whispered by the wind whistling through broken windows. These places, man, they hold a certain energy, you know? It's like stepping onto a movie set, but the movie is history itself. You can practically hear the echoes of laughter, the murmur of conversations long gone. You picture the families who called this place home, the lives lived within these now empty walls. Imagine walking down a dusty main street, lined with weathered storefronts, their signs barely clinging on, peering through the windows, imagining the goods that were once displayed there. It's a stark reminder of the passage of time, of the impermanence of things. But it's also a celebration of the human spirit, of the resilience of life itself. Because even when these towns are gone, their stories remain, whispered in the rustle of tumbleweeds and the creak of weathered wood. So grab your camera, your sense of adventure, and maybe a healthy dose of respect for the past, because New Mexico's ghost towns are waiting to tell you their stories.
All right, buckle up, adventurers, because we're heading to Utah, a land of towering red rock formations and ancient secrets just waiting to be unearthed. We're talking about places where time seems to stand still, where the echoes of the past whisper on the wind. Forget your fancy resorts and tourist traps. We're talking about venturing into the heart of Utah's rugged beauty, exploring canyons carved by millennia of wind and water, scrambling over rocks that have witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations. Imagine standing beneath towering arches, carved by the patient hand of nature, feeling the weight of history pressing down on you. You're not just looking at history here, you're touching it, breathing it in. Imagine discovering ancient petroglyphs etched into the rock face, messages from a distant past that still resonate today. These aren't just drawings, they're stories. They're connections to the people who walked this earth centuries ago. You can practically feel their presence as you trace the lines of their art, marveling at their skill, their connection to this land. It's a humbling experience, a reminder of the vastness of time and our place within it. So pack your hiking boots, your sense of wonder, and get ready to discover the ancient secrets hidden in the heart of Utah. This is more than just a vacation, it's a journey through time.
Listen, if you really want to experience the raw power and majesty of America, there's only one way to do it: skydiving over the Grand Canyon. I'm talking about pushing your limits, staring fear in the face, and taking the literal leap of faith. Imagine standing on the edge of the plane, the wind whipping through your hair, that vast, breathtaking expanse of color and light stretching out before you. This is a view most people only dream of. A perspective that shifts your entire understanding of the world. And then you jump. The ground rushes towards you, but fear is replaced by exhilaration, by the pure, unadulterated joy of freefall. You're soaring like a bird, the wind screaming past you, the world spread out below like a giant, ever-changing map. And as you float down towards the earth, the Grand Canyon reveals itself in all its glory. The scale is unimaginable, the colors more vibrant than you ever imagined. You're not just seeing it, you're feeling it, you're a part of it. This isn't just skydiving, it's a spiritual experience, a communion with nature on a level most people never get to experience. It's about conquering your fears, pushing your boundaries, and discovering the incredible strength and resilience that lies within you. So, are you ready to take the leap? Are you ready to experience the Grand Canyon in a way you never thought possible?
Chapter 5. The Great Desert. Embracing the Silence. Now I know what you're thinking. The desert? It's just sand and heat, right? Wrong. The American desert, especially places like the Great Basin or Arizona's deserts, are some of the most underrated landscapes in the world. We're talking about a different kind of beauty, a stark, unforgiving beauty that takes your breath away. Forget your crowded beaches and tourist traps. This is about disconnecting from the noise of the world and reconnecting with yourself. Imagine camping under a sky ablaze with stars, so many you feel like you could reach out and touch them. The silence is deafening, broken only by the crackle of the campfire and the whisper of the wind through the sagebrush. You're surrounded by a vastness that makes you feel incredibly small and incredibly connected to something larger than yourself, all at the same time. It's about embracing the solitude, the silence, and letting the desert's energy wash over you. Wake up to the sun painting the sand dunes in hues of gold and orange, hike through canyons carved by ancient rivers, and feel the weight of history in every rock and every grain of sand. The desert is a place of extremes, of intense heat and unexpected beauty, of harsh conditions and profound peace. It's a place that will challenge you, test you, and ultimately, change you.
Chapter 6. California and Colorado. Powder to the people. Alright, listen up, powder hounds and adrenaline junkies. We're talking about strapping on your skis or snowboard and hitting the slopes in some of the most epic mountains in the world. Think California's Sierra Nevada range or Colorado's Rocky Mountains. This is about carving fresh tracks through pristine powder, feeling the wind in your hair, and the adrenaline pumping through your veins. World-class resorts with runs for every skill level, from gentle slopes to death-defying chutes. Imagine flying down the mountain, surrounded by snow-covered peaks that seem to touch the sky. After a long day, relax in a cozy lodge, sharing stories and laughter with friends. It's about the camaraderie, the shared love of the sport, and the connection with fellow skiers and snowboarders. Embrace the thrill of the ride, the beauty of the mountains, and the pure joy of winter.
Chapter 7. Tales from the Wild Side. You know, the best adventures are often the ones we share with others. So for this last chapter, we're going straight to the source. The people who live and breathe adventure every single day. We're talking to seasoned explorers, thrill seekers, and local legends who know these places like the back of their hands. These are the folks who have stared fear in the face, pushed their limits, and lived to tell the tale. Imagine sitting around a campfire, the stars overhead, listening to their stories of close calls, unexpected discoveries, and the moments that changed their lives forever. They'll share their tips, their tricks, and their infectious passion for the wild places that call to them. You'll hear about navigating treacherous canyons, encountering wildlife in their natural habitat, and the quiet moments of solitude that make it all worthwhile. These are the stories that inspire us, that remind us that adventure is out there waiting for those brave enough to seek it. And who knows, maybe their stories will spark a fire in you, ignite a passion for exploration you never knew you had. Because adventure isn't just about the places we go, it's about the people we meet along the way. So listen closely, take notes, and let their experiences guide you on your own adventures. Because the best stories are yet to be told, and they might just involve you. Outrow your adventure awaits. So there you have it, folks. 7 incredible adventures right here in the US that will push your limits, ignite your soul, and leave you with stories that'll last a lifetime. From the eerie forests of Tennessee to the snow-capped peaks of Colorado, the American landscape is bursting with opportunities for exploration and discovery. So what are you waiting for? Which adventure would you try first? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more exciting content.